Hey guys, welcome to Film Director Reacts, and I just want to say that we are almost at 10,000 subscribers, and that's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. I'm really surprised and humbled. Thank you so much for being willing to spend a few minutes with me looking at videos and trailers and movie stuff from the point of view of a film director, and it means a lot to me that you're willing to come on this little journey with me. So it's super cool. And today I'm looking at Dreamcatcher's What? Because, you know, I love Dreamcatcher. So we're going to take a look at this video and check it out. And by the way, again, look at the playlist if you want to see something, see if it's there, because it might be there. And action. Right away, that was a, this probably is a crane arm swing because it went so fast, because usually a jib arm is not that long. Oops. Yeah, it's probably a crane arm. I love how she's in the top corner there. What does that tell you if someone's like squeezed into the top part of a frame? Put it below. Those bird's eye shots. They do a lot of, I like those insert, yeah, these insert shots are really nice. The lights blinking. I like this set too because it has sort of like this underwater look. Like with all this, it's probably light in the background from, there's probably lights back here that are making that scene on the background. Bird's eye. Yeah, that's pretty. Her in front of like this, these drapes. It's a beautiful shot, and look, she's off center, which is great. Yep. If you go all the way around someone, they call it 360. I'm sure they did. They just took a part of it. They did a 360 shot on GU. That's an exterior. Man, this looks good. Yeah, I love it. I guess it's more with the horror theme that they're not blasting with light, but you see it's backlit here, which is creating the silhouette here. And they have this teeny bit of light on her face right there, so you can just kind of see her features and where her eyes are going. It's really nice. Good silhouette. That was a good edit. So she's gonna land. And then they're going to spin that around upside down, like that. You can just do that in editing. You can just literally spin it around in editing. But here's the thing, is that you need to have it back far enough. So you see how this aspect ratio is like this? If I were to spin this around, if I were just to spin this around, it would look like, you know, this rectangle would go around and then there'd be all these blocks on the side because it's not wide enough to do that. So in order to have enough clearance, the shot actually has to be punched in. So the shot is actually probably much wider than it is, and they punched in for this. So when they actually rotated around, there was enough clearance on that shot to fill in the whole aspect ratio. I love things in the air like that. And that was a really low angle shot. You guys notice that? The camera's really low. Let me just mention something musically really quick. This song has kind of what we're talking about. Remember we talked about having an epic lift and then having a really melodic chorus and then having sort of like some texture with the melody. So it has sort of like, you know, string and brass. It's a perfect example. Like this chorus like Xion is killing it, like this really strong melody, and then they add what, and it adds that texture, but it works so well because it's with the melody as well. This song is great. Do they sing this out a lot? This is a good song. I hope they perform this. Love these silhouettes. So this is part one of the verse, and it's really melodic and catchy. It's good. They're really making the most about the limited sets. They're doing so good. Love that shot. It's a low angle shot. Part B of the verse. I like this shot here. Looks so good. And the light on her face is just really good. Good job. So typically speaking, what you'd want in the second chorus, because it's hitting harder and building things, you probably want to add an extra element here to some degree. I know that there's limited sets here, so what a lot of K-pop videos do, they start doing strobe, so they change the lighting here to make it different texturally. So what they could do here, for instance, they could backlight it, have these girls more in shadow in the same set, and throw a strobe in. But let's be honest, I mean, the performance is so good, like, you don't really notice it. I mean, it just seems great. But if you want to take it a little to the next level texturally, that's a way that you could actually change up and use the exact same set, but add a little bit more variety so it keeps on getting elevated. And Xion's voice is crazy good. We talked a little bit before about the amount of support it takes to sing that well and keep your throat and vocal mechanism open and not have it tense. Where your larynx goes up, it actually goes down to clear a passageway so there isn't any tension. Super good. They really did a good job of editing here, throwing in the different little scenes to create more texture, because we've seen all these places before. These aren't new, but they're revisiting those. And so when we revisit those scenes, there's actually a progression. Like we saw that ground before with the balloons and the glitter on it and stuff, but now we see someone walking through it, which is Guyon, which is great. They're creating a narrative. Dreamcatcher's always been good at narratives. This must have been Yoohyun's favorite video, because she spends all the time in bed. They're like, hey, we're doing this video. You just need to lie down. Just go to sleep. Relax. She's been like, yes. You're so lucky, Yoohyun. Everyone else had to like walk around in creepy places. I like the shot with GU and all these umbrellas. I can't remember if these umbrellas were there earlier. I must have missed if it were, but I always like that. Kind of reminds me of that Blackpink stuff. And the production company, or production design, put her in something red which stands out from all this black. Good production design. The song's great. So did you notice the slow motion on Yoohyun right here? Now, what could you do if you don't have a lot of money texturally? So if she was slow motion, what could you do to create more variety? Well, you could do the next scene just very frenetic. Like the next part could be just very, with jittery, using high frame rate, high shutter speed, That would be a good time to use it. Fantastic. That song is really good. It's such a good example of a great chorus where you have this real melody and you come in with a little texture on the bottom and stuff. I really like that. That's one of the things I had about Scream. I really love that song, but the chorus was just all brass and there was no melody. This is super good. Really good. These girls are so good. So much talent. All right, Dreamcatcher, I see you. I've seen you for a while. Anyways, guys, for Dreamcatcher's What? That's a wrap.